everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I have a tutorial on this really beautiful nail set that's like ombre with zebra print. So I'm jumping right into the tutorial. I am starting off with my long square nail tips, the stands that I get, the putty that I use, and almost all of the supplies that I use is from Amazon. So if you're ever interested in what I use exactly, it's always in my Amazon storefront and the link is in the description box. But the nail tips that I'm using are long square from enailcouture. This is definitely one of my most popular shapes by far. I feel like I've purchased these specific nail tips probably like literally 1,000 times. I'm not even kidding. And I always like to buff the nails first. I usually do that off camera really quick because I will usually batch prep my nails on one day and then I will add the base coat and start the nails a different day. So that's why you guys rarely get to see me buffing them. But I always buff them and then apply the base coat layer. Then the next thing I'm going to do is get started on my base color. So I'm using Apricot Nude today. This is one of my favorite nude gel polishes ever. And this one is in my Amazon storefront as well. So I have all of my favorite Amazon nude gels linked there in case you guys ever want to know which affordable gels I use. So I love this one. It's definitely more of a neutral nude color. It is not pink at all. It is almost more cool toned nude, but I can't even explain it. Like, I have yet to find any other brand that has a nude like this one, even from Nails Bling Supply, even from Gaoi or any other Amazon brand. Almost every time I purchase a nude gel polish, it's always either too peach or too pink or too sheer. But this one is like the perfect neutral. So if you guys are specifically looking for a good neutral nude that is not pinky and not peachy, this is definitely an essential to have. I've gone through so many bottles of this and it's definitely one of my favorites. But yeah, so now I did record the ombre process. If you guys are new to my channel, I do not use an airbrush machine. I only use like sponges for either aura or ombre nails. And I have so many tutorials on how to do an ombre, and I wanted to include another little tutorial like included with this video on how to do the ombre, but when I went back and looked at the footage, my phone had ran out of storage on that part. So basically I didn't realize because I recorded this a little while ago, but I did not have the footage for the ombre part. So I'm going to put a good tutorial in the description in case you guys want to know how to do ombre with a sponge. But next time I do any type of ombre with a sponge, I'm definitely going to make sure that I get that recorded for you and include it into the video, because that's probably one of my most requested tutorials. And it's so simple and easy to do. I prefer it over an airbrush 1,000%. So yeah, basically I love doing ombre with a sponge. It just takes multiple layers. But I'm kind of rambling. I just grabbed some black gel polish and I'm going to be doing this design. I totally forgot to insert the inspo photo, so let me insert that here so you guys can see what I'm trying to do. So here is the inspo photo. It's the ombre with the black nail design and then some flowers. So I'm going to try to recreate this the best I could. That is definitely an acrylic set. I can just tell by the way the cuticle area looks. So I need to just try my best to do that. But honestly, because of the way the photo looks, it was a little hard to tell exactly what color nude I was going to need. That's why I went in with this one. I felt like it was going to be the most similar. So I'm creating the zebra print here and then the little leopard print on the top and bottom of the nails. And I'm going all in one direction, just like the photo. But the other hand, I'm going to go in the opposite direction. So right here, I did mess up a little bit on this nail. I do go back and fix that in a second. But I'm basically just doing this for all of the nails, and to really get it done fast, I like to either just flash cure in between so that I don't have to actually put the whole set of nails into the lamp and back out again and into the lamp and back out, so that you're able to get the most out of your time. I would recommend just getting a handheld curing lamp so that you can flash cure any type of design that you just don't want to smudge but doesn't need to be fully cured yet. I always put it into the lamp once I'm done with the whole hand and cure it for the full 60 seconds. And the little flash cure lamp definitely comes in handy, especially when I'm doing the ombre method, because for the ombre method, it is so many thin layers, like probably like 8 thin layers. that are so thin that a flash cure lamp will probably fully cure it, but I always throw it in after anyways. But that's just one way to save yourself some time. I had talked about it briefly in another video too, but I actually prefer to work on one set at a time rather than work on multiple sets at once. I don't know, I just feel like if I did work on multiple sets at once, you would be able to tell. It would look almost rushed, if you know what I mean, because you're just trying to like quickly get through all of them all at the same time. I feel like I work more efficiently and better also if I'm doing each individual set. So if I have, let's just say for example, 3 orders from 3 different people and they're all only one nail set, it is very, very, very rare that I work on all of them at the same time. The only time I will work on them all at the same time is if it's a solid, like a solid color. But I almost never get solid color requests. It is very rare. So yeah, if I'm doing any type of design, I don't do that. Another reason why I don't is because I will definitely get confused. Like, I will mess up like a design and do it on the wrong order, or I can also like mess up and do the wrong design on the wrong hand, things like that, or do the wrong design on the wrong finger. That's happened to me so many times where the design has to be on the middle finger and I'll accidentally do it on the pointer finger or something. Those are all things that happen to me if I try to work on multiple sets at once. So yeah, I don't know, that was kind of random, but I'm basically just finishing up the design here. The good thing about this is like it's so easy. Like, this design is definitely beginner friendly. If you're struggling with any type of zebra print or leopard, I would recommend making sure that you're using a thin brush, because if you use a really thick liner brush, which I know most liner brushes are already thin, but there's definitely some that hold way more product than others. For example, the one I'm using right now is a Nailsslayedbyval 9mm, and this one is an example of a thicker liner brush. I have liner brushes that are thinner than this, or for example, you can use a longer liner brush and that'll give you a thinner look as well. Just make sure there's barely any product on the bristles. But this is definitely an example of a liner brush that holds more product. I use this brush whenever I need to fill in big amounts of gel, or like fill in big areas with gel, because it holds more product than other brushes that I have. So having just at least 2 liner brushes, one that's thicker, one that's thinner, on hand is definitely going to save your nail art. Like, you're going to see a world of a difference. And if you don't know which liner brush that's super thin to get, you can always customize your own and cut it. That's what I always did. So yeah. And now I'm grabbing my Macart 4-in-1 Deluxe Gel, I think it's what it's called. You guys know that watch my channel, I use this a lot anytime I'm doing any type of like larger 3D work or 3D flowers or things like that, because it's very moldable, and if you wear gloves, it does not stick to your gloves easily. So you guys can see that I still did not learn my lesson because I'm not wearing gloves here. But I do have a valid excuse. It's because I was waiting for my gloves to come in the mail, and they're here now, so you guys will see me wearing gloves in the coming videos. But I did want to say that when I was recording this, my gloves weren't here yet. So another thing I wanted to say is that you should not touch this type of gel if you are not wearing gloves. I know you guys probably hear it so often, but I know a lot of beginners watch me, or people that are just trying to get into nails or trying to get into press-ons or getting to Gel X or anything. Do not touch gel products with bare hands. I know you guys will probably think it's fine, but there's a high possibility of you getting a reaction, so just don't do it. Trust me, it'll suck if you can never touch gel products again because of like little mistakes like that. And it took me like, I don't even know how long I've been doing nails, but like 5 years of doing nails to realize this. So yeah, if I can give you guys advice, that's definitely something I want to tell you. But I'm just doing a little flower here, 5 petals, and something I always struggle with the 3D gel, honestly, I don't know if this is only me, but I struggle to get the petals all the same size, or I struggle to choose the correct size little ball. Like, I will always make the ball a little bit too big, where it needs to actually be smaller than you think. Like, for me, I'll like roll up a little ball and I'll think it's perfect, but it's actually way too big and I won't even realize it. So yeah. And And on this other nail, I'm just doing 3 little petals off to the side. It was really hard to get it so perfect looking, like the inspo photo. Like, I want to know what kind of gel they used. I feel like they might have used acrylic and painted over it. I'm not sure though. You can definitely tell it's some type of 3D, either gel or acrylic or polygel or something. And it was definitely painted over. But I don't know. I wish I knew who created that nail set. It doesn't even have a watermark, I don't think. But yeah, I don't know. I want to get the flowers perfect as theirs, but I don't know how to do it. So I just tried my best. And yeah, I'm basically doing the same thing on the other hand. So once I got the flowers the best I can get them, I'm painting over them now. I grabbed some white gel polish, and I am going to do this in some layers because I noticed that if I keep trying to paint over the one color, it's just gonna all smear together. And honestly, you're still gonna be able to see the clearness underneath. And I noticed that the flowers in the inspo photo are very opaque, like if it was done with multiple layers. So I decided to do multiple layers as well. I'm doing some white, some yellow, and some pink, hopefully trying to get the outcome that I'm looking for. The next thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be grabbing some Makart rhinestone gel, and I'm putting a generous amount on where I need to put these caviar beads. So these little caviar beads are going to get fully covered with top coat. That's why I went in with the Makart rhinestone gel. If I'm going to do any type of rhinestone design where the rhinestones are not going to be sealed, I would prefer to go in with a cyanacrylate glue, something like Zule's Bling Adhesive or Star Bond from Amazon. I like to just reiterate these things because I always talk in my videos like if you guys understand or know or already watch my channel. But I definitely have to keep in mind that there's lots of new people. If you are new, welcome to my channel. And yeah, I just basically like to say that because a lot of the times Makart rhinestone gel might not work that good because of the fact that, I don't know, sometimes it just fails and you might not get the grip on your gems that you're looking for. So those other type of glues, which is cyanacrylate, like I said, Zule's Bling Adhesive or Star Bond, will work better for that. But anytime I'm doing tiny crystals or anything that's going to get sealed with top coat anyway, I just go in with my Apricot rhinestone gel. It saves me time because I don't have to go in and spray it with the super fast drying spray thing and wait for it to dry. Like, this one is so quick and easy. I can just flash cure it, top coat, put it into the lamp, and be done, and it's way faster. So anytime I have tiny things like this, I'm gonna seal it anyway with top coat. Like I said, I just go in and use the Apricot rhinestone gel. It's just really convenient, and I will never stop buying that product because I like using it for 3D work and also little things like this. But basically, I said all that to say that once I'm done, I am just going and cleaning off the nails if I have to with a lint-free wipe and a little bit of acetone. And then after that is like dry, then I'm going in and fully top coating the nails. I'm making sure to top coat all the side walls, all of the edges and everything like that. And I do always file my nails off camera and get that really nice crisp shape that I love. I have shown me filing the nails in some videos, but I usually don't show it because I'll usually file all of my nails of the week like on a certain day. But this is how the finished nail set turned out. I really hope you guys enjoyed this quick little tutorial. Like I said, next time I do an ombre, I'm definitely going to record it for you. But I love how they turned out regardless, and I think they're really pretty. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I upload every Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday, so I will see you guys on Friday. Bye!